Hey Tubes, welcome back to another fun adventure at Bullford 82. In this video we're going to be pulling the transmission out of this truck and getting ready to put our freshly rebuilt M50D 5-speed. I know some people are like, well, how come you're not doing a ZF5? I can't find one, and even when I do, it's not the one I need. It's a big block, bell housing, whatever, and they're really expensive and people want a lot of money for them on the marketplace. I can get the one I want rebuilt from Jeff's Bronco Graveyard for, without a core, probably like almost $3,000. I just don't want to spend that money right now. I could actually do it, but it totally cuts into the rest of the budget I have on this truck. Anyways, I got a rebuilt M50D. It's honestly not that bad of a transmission like some people say they are. They do have their flaws. They're not a very strong transmission, but my last one I put through the ringer. I did break it. I snapped the cluster shaft, and that's just because the lower bearings went out, and I think it's really just from a lot of towing and just hard use, especially with a 4BT in front of it. If I were to get a ZF5 and put the money into it and get one, I would rather put it into my other truck, which is out front. That one's my, full-on off-road four-wheel drive, and that could benefit from a ZF5, especially with the 4BT in it. This one has a little 302, which is not, a big powerhouse at the moment. So this M50D should be fine behind it. I mean, it can handle, 5 or 6 years behind a 4BT with almost 400 foot-pounds of torque, so it should be able to handle this 302. Plus the bearings go out again, and I snapped the brand new cluster shaft I put in there. Anyways, so here's what we're going to start off with. We're going to go into the cab, and we're going to cut a giganto hole in the floor so our transmission shifter can stick through. It may even make it easier for us to get the bell housing bolts, but it shouldn't be too bad. Right here is a Borg Warner 1356. It's all ready to go. I went through and cleaned it all up, and it's basically brand new inside. There's hardly any wear on anything. The chain's nice and tight. So went ahead and just brake cleaned the whole inside, blew it all out, cleaned off the magnet, pulled the crap out of the filter, and resealed everything, and it's ready to go. Oh, yeah, it really wasn't too bad. This is the part I kind of dread doing. Just because it's, you can't just unbolt it and be like, yes! Well, conveniently, where all these little indentions here is where our screw holes in this lineup. And I'm just trying to get this thing kind of situated like that. This is where it wants to sit. Now this piece here I got with the junkyard M50D that I got. This came from probably an 89 or 90 something. Yeah, so this is the one that we got. And it just has the hole for your shifter. Four-wheel drive stuff's gonna be right here. I'm kind of have an different idea for that. I'm kind of wanting to use my automatic shifter to run the transfer case, because then I won't have to burn another hole here out. I would like to not do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to mark where the screw holes are, and then we're going to kind of go from there and figure out where we want to start cutting. I'm going to use a drill at first to kind of make some relief holes. That way we can just cut in a straight line, or at least that's the thought. And then when we cut in the straight line, we come up to the drill, or the hole that we drilled out, and then we'll be able to kind of just end the cut there and start again, and hopefully make a cleaner cut. Hey, it smells great in here. Hey, look, we got catalytic converter, we got transmission. Oh, we can get to the lines right here. Oh, nice. So conveniently and inconveniently, you guys can't. I guess you can see. Never mind. So trans cooler lines. I can get from here. I think I'm going to be able to get all the transmission bolts from up here, which is mighty convenient. I don't really have a drain pan under there. We're going to be making a little bit of a mess, so. Pan is drained because the tool, my sucker outer 9000, has got everything out. Our next step is we're going to just drain the transmission fluid. We're just going to go ahead and this is empty. And we just changed this not too long ago. That's okay. I wanted to try and make this thing last a little bit until I was ready to do the 5-speed swap, and now guess what? I'm ready to do the 5-speed swap, so we're doing it. Come on, get. We're gonna get new U-joints and all that fun stuff. Oh, look at that. That's not good. This is okay, here's the fun part. I think we're going to a one-piece drive shaft on this possibly, so we might be getting rid of this whole carrier bearing nonsense. Hey, you need to start just a bit. You need to stop squeaking over there. Sorry guys, we got the dog for a little bit, and I've got to deal with a little bit of squeakage. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Honestly, I don't know when the last time that's been off. Sure it's probably been a little while. I've never had it off personally. Until now. Okay. There goes that. I have a feeling, yeah, we're going to end up having to cut this thing out of there. I think probably just get in there with the anal grinder and just knock the rivets off and just swing a hammer a few times, and away she goes. There we go. So we got our old starter here. It's completely coated in schmoo. We got our catalytic converter. Yeah, I'm gonna get this shield off of here, but I'm gonna cut it right here and then right through there. Ah, damn it! I know what I forgot to get at Napa. Rear main seal. I'm gonna have to go over there and I'll go there before they close. There's a starter. I wonder how old this thing is. Yeah, we're not running this style no more. No more. I'm gonna run some bigger cables to this thing too. This has got a what I believe to be a reman motor. It's got new freeze plugs in it. It's got head gaskets, or new heads. Hope someone didn't put an engine in this trying to fix the starting problem when all it was a fuel pump. It's got a little bit of an oil pan leak. I'm not going to deal with that until I pull this engine. I eventually want to pull this engine because I want to do a little bit of stuff to it, actually. I kind of want to put a cam in it, and I don't know, possibly we might go all out and do a whole rebuild on it.
I'm the bad guy.
Well, I can go on the side of the road for the catalytic converter thieves. Okay, update. The exhaust is pretty much non-existent in this truck now. It's just pretty much right out of the manifold. The transmission is just about ready to come out. Everything's disconnected from it. It's like 80 or 90% drained of its fluid. The torque converter was like full. I mean, to be expected, it's supposed to be. So that was like a couple gallons that came out. We got that done. Oh yeah, you know, when I changed the transmission fluid on this thing, I was like looking all over for the drain plug for the torque converter. Couldn't find it. Well, I found it today. That's how I drained it. Anyways, that's done. The torque converter nuts are off. The starter's gone. Let's see, what else? What I have to do now is I need to put some jack stands on the back of the truck, because I want to keep the back end up a little bit. And then I'm going to need my floor jack again, because I'm going to jack the truck up a little bit higher, put some more pieces of wood under the tires to get some more height, because I'm going to need it now that I look at it. But yeah, pretty much just need to get that cross member out of there, and with the exhaust gone, that's going to make that side, the passenger side, a lot easier. So yeah, we get the cross member out, use one of the jacks to support the engine, and we can start yarding the transmission. So, also, I normally don't drink when I'm working on these projects. At least I used to, but I've been not doing it just because I get a little carried away and then forget what I'm doing the next day when I come back to it. So, anyways, I'm drinking water because, you know, I want to get a buzz and stay hydrated. So, yeah, I forgot I had almost a full rack in the back of my truck I brought to a bonfire on Saturdays. I think I only drank like 5 of them. I was like, wasn't feeling like drinking. Just wanted to watch stuff burn, you know. Anyways, I got some stuff charging over here. My phone, light, and my GoPro are charging. They were pretty much out, so I've been taking a little break. So, anyways, I think I'm going to hop underneath, get that cross member removed, and then I'll bring you back when I'm ready to pull the transmission. We got one bolt holding her in. Let's just go ahead and do the right thing and kind of loosen that up prematurely. Well, you guys can't see Jack. You can't see Jack. But I can. So, remove that. We'll remove that. And then this crap will come out. And then we'll get the flywheel off. Flex plate, whatever you want to call it. Alright, that port's looking a little dirty, but I'm gonna see if we can't clean it out a little bit. That one's a little bit better. We'll just see if we can do that. Oh yeah! I've been waiting a long time to get this crap out of here. Yeah! And tomorrow I'm gonna wonder why my back hurts. Okay, here we go. Go on, get. Oh. Well, that'll make some interesting noises. So I think that scriggly, scraggly noise I've been hearing was the flex plate rubbing on this motor plate. See? New motor plate. 289, 302, 351, and 351 Cleveland. Nice. Tippy tap that on there. Alrighty. So that's as far in as I can get those plugs. They're in there tight. So I use this little barrel brush tool. I totally snapped off when I went to do this side. But yeah, I kind of got them clean. It worked really well on this one because I had a lot of room. I barely cleaned it at all on this side, but I was able to get that one started, and it's in about halfway. A little bit more than that one, interestingly enough. Anyways, we got to put the clutch in now. I'm going to try and set you up in a spot where maybe you can see. Now what I don't have are alignment dowels for the clutch, but I think we'll be fine. I've gotten lucky with this before. Now the clutch disc will have a flywheel side and a pressure plate side. Usually the pressure plate side is this end here. that to stay. And I already brake cleaned this and got it all nice and clean. So I think that's done. Oh yeah, that fits nice. Transmission should glide right in. We'll lubricate these splines, but we'll do that on the transmission end. This throttle valve cable can go. I'm thinking for now I'm probably gonna maybe get the Sawzall and just cut that off. Well, it's in. Sorry I didn't video record. I got kind of in the moment and just started plugging away. So here's the cross member I got with this transmission. So it goes in the factory hole here, but we're about a 1/2 inch on that side off. So I'll have to drill a new hole there. The frame plates, those little things that we took off up there earlier, I don't think we'll be able to use it on that side, but I can use it on this side, but I'll probably not put them in. I'll just can't get the bolts out, so we're gonna have to just run the nuts back on them and call it a day. So yeah, this was really scary. I almost had the transmission fall off because I didn't strap it on, but I got it up there. And I did grease up the splines. Made sure I did that. When I put that in there, I got it to where it would start, and finally got it to where it would start to engage the dowels. Once it kind of engages the dowels, that's usually when I'll throw a bolt in there and just send her home. I reused 4 of the automatic transmission bolts. Those work fine. However, the top 2 need to be a little bit shorter, so I might go to the hardware store and get 2 of these, but just I don't know, I think I don't know, 3/8 shorter probably. So yeah, we can get rid of our throttle valve cable. We don't need that junk no more. Yeah, I'm actually going to let's see, I might put the transfer case in. Anyways, tubes, I think I'm gonna wrap it up actually today. I'm gonna get this, round up all the bolts, get them in a bag or something, get this thing off the stands, and I'm gonna roll it back into the driveway. So anyways, guys, I want to thank you all for watching and joining me in this adventure putting a manual transmission in my truck. Damn, this is about how high the other truck's lifted. Yeah, I'm done for the day. See y'all later.